Hey everyone, it's me, Uberslow. I'm somewhat consistent with my upload schedule, but anyway, we'll be doing 7-Day Survivor for Dead Rising 1. Now for those that already know what happens in Infinity Mode, skip to this timestamp. But for those that don't know, keep watching because I'll give you a quick rundown of the game's rules. During Infinity Mode, which you get from getting the game's true ending, you have to basically live for as ever long as you can. Simple, but there are some rules in it though. Rule number 1, your health slowly goes down when this level meter goes down. It sort of functions as like to tell how much health you have, and also simultaneously being a hunger meter. Because to heal you have to eat food or drink liquids. So basically you have to keep going around the mall and getting food so you don't die. And of course if you run out of squares you die. Number 2, food does not respawn at all. So basically that gives you more of an incentive to walk around the mall and take a risk, because soon enough, whilst you make it through the day, you'll notice, oh frick, there's barely any food anywhere. But here comes the third thing. Hostile survivors and psychopaths. Hostile survivors are basically the survivors from the story mode, but they hit you and stuff. And here's a funny little thing. The survivors can be grabbed by zombies, and the same thing applies to Infinity Mode, which basically means that you can get a free hit if they're being ganked by zombies, if they're not in a, secluded area where they can't get attacked by zombies, like the safe house or the security room, or where there's barriers. And psychopaths are basically survivors that went insane during the outbreak, and they're basically just mini-bosses, or just bosses. They both drop a box that give you items, either just only weapons, or food, or both. And that's your other way of getting weapons and also food. And also, since food doesn't respawn, only weapons respawn, so that's another thing that happens. And here's something for your information. 1 day in Dead Rising is the equivalent of 2 hours, and you have to survive for 7. For those that don't know how to make the math, like me, that basically is 14 hours of doing nothing but keeping yourself alive, scavenging for food, and also making sure you don't passively die from losing your squares. So, with all that said, let's get into the challenge, and we'll see what happens. Oh wait, but there's something else I want to mention. I want to say that if I die for a certain amount of times during this challenge, I'm going to punish myself. Now you might be saying, ooh, what is Uberslow going to do? Is he going to jam a fucking 10 billion volt taser in his fucking neck? Is he going to eat a fucking ghost pepper? Is he going to fucking chop his fingers off? No. In fact, I'm actually going to do stuff that I hate doing. Well, yeah, this challenge as well. I hate doing this challenge, but other things. For those that haven't seen this video and haven't seen my remarks in some other videos, mainly these two, you may know that I do not like this game, and also, I guess the studio, Limbus Company, made by Project Moon. I don't like it because, well, I keep fucking seeing it everywhere, and I am so sick, and I am so fucking tired of seeing it no matter where I go, and I blame Forsaken for all of this. They opened the motherfucking floodgates when their game got popular. Fuck you, soul-driven love. I hope you fucking hang yourself or some shit, because you're also a pedophile. So yeah, if I die once, I'm gonna force myself to play Limbus Company. And specifically Limbus Company because 1, I'm annoyed of seeing it. 2, it's free. And 3, I saw this video when I got recommended Project Moon stuff after I saw these 2 videos, and yeah. But if I die a second time, I'm gonna force myself to listen to music I don't like listening to, mainly because for some reason, when I listen to these music, I either feel uncomfortable because, I don't know, I just don't like listening to it, and also, no, the lyrics for Fentanyl don't make me uncomfortable. In fact, they piss me off because it sounds so edgy, even though I'm pretty sure there's like deeper meanings in the lyrics, but just know I'm not fucking uncomfortable at the words. I just feel uncomfortable listening to it. Except I don't know why. I mean, it's probably the weird emotional screamings and stuff. Oh, and also like this dude named Ramsey and like some scene core stuff. Or I think that's how you pronounce this dude's name. I don't fucking know. But finally, if I am that bad at the game, if I die a fucking third time, I'm gonna force myself to play Dandy's World. And here's one thing. I might be able to tolerate fucking playing Limbus Company and maybe listening to some music I fucking hate listening to. But Dandy's World? Dandy's World. You will never find me dead playing this fucking stupid ass game. Because I feel like sitting 14 hours in the fucking Willamette Mall might be more fun than playing the shit ass game where all you do is do stupid ass little simple objectives while trying not to get ganked by some stupid monster that probably has one or two abilities. Not only that, but the fan base really makes me angry as well. Also, some of the character designs, I don't know, I just think they look fucking stupid as shit. Anyways, let's get to the video. Let's get to the challenge. Let's see how it goes. Also, I just want to say really sorry to people that never heard of Dead Rising, because most of this stuff is going to look completely out of order or something, or sound like I'm missing stuff, and that is because I am missing stuff, because I thought that I would run out of fucking storage in my computer, so I didn't really record a lot of things, and the only thing I recorded was just psychopath interactions and going out for shit. So, sorry. After I got out the security room, killed Otis, and then made it through the warehouse, I grabbed some stuff from Paradise Plaza before I made it to the entrance plaza to grab the first health book. Now, for those that don't know, health books in Dead Rising basically make it so when you eat stuff, it gives you more health cubes, which is good because some food actually heals you all the way if you have all three. Also, I forgot to mention that there was a psychopath in here, and I somehow didn't know until it was too late. Now, Paul's not that dangerous unless you go after him, because all he does is just basically run, drop bombs, and drop RC cars that explode. I was going to kill him, but I felt like it would be a waste of supplies, so then instead of killing him, I just went through some zombies to get the first book. Then I went to grab this bike in the camping store, so then I could safely plow through zombies and not worry about being grabbed. And also I made it all the way to the Paradise Plaza shortcut that takes me to Wonderland Plaza, which is basically across the map, and so I can get the second health book. Now, any normal person would have probably went to North Plaza to get the third health book, but I didn't, because I was too not confident to get it at such low health, which isn't kind of that low, because I could have probably made it, but I guess I didn't want to waste my orange juice. I then grabbed the third book, killed the Hall family, which are just 3 snipers, where they dropped pizza, and I could instantly heal because I had all 3 books. So I just waited until my health was low. I then went to Movie Land within Paradise Plaza to see if there was food, and then I made my way to kill Dana, because she also dropped food. I then went to the food court so I could kill Carlito and get his food, so I could also AFK at his place as well. I then went to Alfresca and accidentally found Isabella, and of course I had to kill her before she killed me. After I basically split Isabella in 2, I just sat in this jewelry store until my food ran out again. After a huge time skip, I'm pretty sure this was probably the 2nd or 3rd day, I was sitting back at the food court where Carlito died since there was another survivor that I could kill and get their food. I then went to Jill's Sandwiches back at Paradise Plaza to get some food, and also I heard that this was a safe place, but it wasn't a safe place since the zombies could get over the counter, which I then quickly realized. So then I went to Movie Land since I can't climb the counters there for some reason. On the 3rd day, I went to the North Plaza to go to the store just to find out that the door was locked. So basically I came here all for nothing. But it wasn't all bad since there was Cletus and I could easily kill him. So after I went to get the Uzi, I went back to Cletus so I could kill him. Where he then proceeded to eat an entire mag. He then also decided to eat my other mag from this other gun I stole from a cop. I then grew a little desperate trying to kill him, so I just grabbed random stuff off the ground, and with a stroke of luck, I was actually able to kill him in one throw. Then with Cletus dead, I could simply just camp, since he dropped so much food, and waited the day. After all my food ran out in the gun store, I then went out for another quest for food. I then killed the convicts so they would get off my back so I didn't have to worry about running into them every time I got out, and made my way to the entrance plaza. Now we have Sniper Carly to worry about, and he's pretty easy to deal with as long as you take cover, and if you have a gun that's strong enough to kill him in an instant before he could shoot you more than twice. And shit did that hurt. After I killed him, I then got his food, and made it to the bookstore that was directly underneath me and camped there as well. I then went on another supply run to get more stuff since all the stuff I had previously was all gone, since I basically only had steak and chips.
I'm fucking in.
Now on the fourth day I didn't really do much except for kill a few zombies that got in my way, get food, and just camp. And that's kinda all I did for the remainder of the fourth day. On the fifth day of waiting, Dead Rising gave to me a shit ton of zombies canting for space and a cool epic laser sword. Now on day 5 I had around either 4 or 6 hours left to the dumb little challenge. Which sure, the challenge isn't all too hard since all you do is wait and eat food and occasionally go out to find food. It is really daunting in terms of time. I then made it back to the entrance plaza since I knew my carton of milk, quick step, and nectar wouldn't carry me throughout the whole day, so I went around on a search for a psychopath. And there I was, fighting against the Hall family again, which is good because they drop pizza, and pizza fully heals you. Fake ending aside, after I killed the Hall family, I just waited for the day to blow over for the last day, day 6. And finally I'll make it to 7. Now, for those that haven't played Dead Rising, if a psychopath dies in Infinity Mode, but it wasn't you that killed them, then they will straight up drop nothing. Now, for those that didn't notice, I fucked up. I left the heliport without grabbing any of the food Brock dropped. Which means it has despawned and it is deleted, and if I don't find any other form of food in this entire mall, and if I don't do anything, I'm gonna die in a few minutes. So I quickly got out the security room and went on a big and desperate search for food, either for a random spot, a survivor, or a psychopath. After looking up a guide mid-game, I was actually able to find some food, thanks to this guy, so shout out to him, because this fucking saved my ass. And even without the guide, Carlito was here on the second floor shooting at zombies and also trying to shoot me, but he couldn't since he was too busy getting ganked by zombies. I then killed him, took his steak, and waited in the bookstore for my health to go down. Now, while everything was all fine without the dandy, I looked up a guide to find all the survivor and psychopath locations, because surprisingly enough, each day has a specific survivor and psychopath to spawn on a specific location and time. Or I think time, because Sean didn't spawn in the theater. Now, there is only 4 hours left, both in in-game time and real time. And in this last stretch will determine if I live or die, and make my life miserable. After getting a friendly jump scare from Carlito, I then made it to the spot where Brad and Carlito fought because I heard there was milk in there thanks to the guide. But I had to make it quick because if I didn't, Carlito would run me over or explode me.
Hey bro, watch your jet. Watch your jet, bro. Watch your jet!
Finally, I found the milk. And now, the run is saved as long as they don't do anything stupid. Which I kinda did after I got the milk. Now, any logical person would have probably stayed in that room. But for me, I was like, frick this, I don't want to stay in this room. I want to live my victory on the surface. And so I did. But both trucks were unusable since I destroyed mine and I couldn't take out Carlito's body out of the car, well, truck. So I just had to go on foot and sludge through all the zombies. Well, my work here's done. I went through it all. The death, the violence, the relief, the stress, and I did it all in one attempt. This has been Uberslope. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!